Welcome to Talk Studios. Today on Pod Talk, we're going to have Return of the Review. Subscribe to our channel, Talk Studios, by clicking the subscribe button below. Like our videos by hitting the thumbs up. Share it if you like it. And turn on notification bell for all notifications to make sure you never miss an episode.
Some 90 Day Fiance.
Yeah, okay, so you saw the last episode, right? That we did on the first episode of this with Sean and I.
Yeah.
So you kind of get a sense of what the show's about. And have you seen the show before?
Yeah, I have. Amber and I are kind of into watching it. She's a little more into it than me. It starts to grind me down a little bit if I watch too much of it. I feel like the way that they should describe it is like, you know, if you're interested in seeing people exploit the American immigration system, watch 90 Day Fiance. It should be called like, you know, exploiting the immigration system.
Yeah. I mean,
and just exploiting like, you know,
love,
fragile people and desperate people.
just manipulating the concept of love generally.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's
you know,
what makes it exciting.
Sometimes it's funny.
Yeah. And they don't, they get we've talked about it before. We looked into the pay that they receive, and it's like $2,000 an episode is how much they get.
Okay.
And
that's not a ton.
No, then they try real hard to make sure that everyone isn't on every episode. So if you have 10 episodes a season, you only get paid for 5 of them.
Of course.
Because they stagger them.
Yeah. Do you watch Below Deck?
My parents do. I've gotten into it through my parents.
Yeah, I feel like I asked you guys this, and I feel like Charity was saying like she wasn't interested in, or that it seemed like it was more kind of like real world, that MTV show. Yeah, more like drama, people banging and stuff. And so have you been watching it or?
No, we've seen it. We watch the Housewife shows on there.
Yeah,
all
I remember. Yep, I remember her saying that. Anyway, yeah. There's a guy that's in. I'm trying to think of this season. I don't think it's over yet, but he was in it for like the first half of the show, and then he was kind of like inappropriate with this girl. He's kind of just like a douchey guy, and he was like, I don't know, surely it was on purpose, but he was like removed from the show. Like he'll be in shots where like it's like he's not even there anymore, but he still works on the boat. And they'll include camera angles in episodes where you just see like, the back of his head or like his arm or some quick little thing, and he's like kind of laughing in the background, and that's it. And so anyway, Amber and I have suspicions about why she thinks they probably just pushed him to the behind the scenes because they didn't like him, and they were like, you know what, we can make sure you're not even in the show, and maybe like you're saying, they don't even have to pay him if he's not in it for more than a collective 8 seconds or something.
That's what I'm thinking. I think that what probably happened was he caused trouble. Now he's still going to get his crew check because they're out in the middle of the ocean somewhere. So it's not like they could just ship him off.
Oh, yeah.
And they probably need the hand.
Right.
But they're not going to pay him anymore for content. So he's just off camera, groping people behind the scenes.
Yeah, but I mean, my thought
Was
about
he
it is
handsy? Was he handsy?
no,
What's his deal?
he was just like there's
Verbal assault?
a woman bosun. Actually, this was maybe even some other. Yeah, he kind of first he would call the woman bosun sweetheart all the time, and she got pissed about that. But I guess the one thing was that he was just kind of being like sexually inappropriate to this girl, this woman that worked on the boat, and was talking about how he'd want to take her clothes off with his teeth or something like that.
Yeah,
And she
flirting.
was she was just like, this is making me feel uncomfortable, like get out of here, kind of just like harassing her. But my whole thought about it is you think that they want that shit, like they want
Yeah, what was
people
she
on there.
wearing? That's what I want to know.
Right.
I want to know, did her fingertips go past the bottom of her skirt? That's what I want to know. Was she
Dude,
being provocative?
that was the rule back in my middle school, high school. And I see there's high schools here in town, and you see kids that are most definitely in high school, and I don't think that they have that rule anymore.
They're breaking the fingertip rule.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, uh, I mean, you can take us on an adventure in Below Deck one day, and we can kind of try to understand that world. Sometimes it's fun on a deep dive, like on a end of season wrap up or something like that, when you're introducing it, just to get all the drama and really bring people in.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm down for that.
Today we were going to follow up on B90.
Okay.
Last time Sean joined. Today I'm joined by Brian, my buddy Nas,
What up?
and we can hop into it and see what we think. I want to introduce Nas. He's seen the show, but I don't know if he's seen this show other than what we've talked about. This is the next level.
That's correct. I've
This
only
is
seen normal 90 Day Fiance, and I think I probably watched a few of like The Other Way, where people
mhm.
are,
That's a good one.
where that rotund blonde haired girl was in what was it, Turkey, I think, with Azan or
Oh
whatever.
yeah,
You know.
I like. I mean, I like the this season of The Other Way. They go to Jordan, and Brittany gets a rude introduction of the limited female rights in that area.
Oh yes.
He's like, "Why don't you just listen to me? You got opinions. Always trying to be out and show your body and have parties. That's, I mean, my property. Why do you do that?
It's
Why do you
like
do that with my property?"
you could have hit Wikipedia and you know read a little bit about the country before you start getting all up in arms.
It's not on Instagram, so I don't know. I don't know how she would be reading it. They need to put it in a picture form,
I know, you're right.
just like sad women in burqas. Is that how you'd have to explain it to her in pictogram?
Yeah, exactly.
This could be you. This
There
is
was a
bright.
whole
This is your bridal gown,
There's actually a whole section on treatment of women in this area. It's pretty close to the top. Probably should have saw it.
right? No bikinis, so we could see how it slipped past your feed.
Just in case you or anyone's interested in what I'm drinking here,
Yeah, what are you drinking?
I'm drinking. It's called Unknown Variable, and it's by a brewery called Four Noses that is in uh, Longmont. No, not Longmont. Uh, Louisville, Colorado. Or no way.
Okay,
Broomfield, Colorado. Anyway, it's called
sounds
Unknown
German.
Variable. It's a New England style IPA, and it's a variant of one that they have called Revised Copy. So you can see it here.
Okay, I like the can. Looks like Usual Suspects.
Yeah, they've got some calculations and shit going on, some doodles, things of that nature.
Okay,
Beautiful color here. Blood out.
there you go.
For the folks at home that are watching,
That are curious on what we're partying on.
yay.
I had an Eco Farm product. I know we've presented them on the show before.
Ah,
This is Eco Farm's pre rolls. Pretty nice. They come in a couple different styles. This is the orange creamsicle, sativa
pre-roll,
dominant
dude.
hybrid.
That's fancy.
It's got a strike pad on the bottom of it.
Wow.
They
That's
come with 5 1-gram pre-rolls with matches in there for
wow.
them.
That's a nice touch.
Isn't it?
My buddy
Low
Brian.
price of $25 out the door.
That's not bad, dude. My buddy Brian came over the other day and had some cigars for after we ate some steaks and stuff. And he had this thin piece of wood that he like lit on fire that he used to light the cigar. I thought that was pretty
Like
classy.
a punk?
Yeah.
Like you'd light a fireplace with?
Yep. Yeah. But it was
That
just like
is-
a long, thin piece of wood that just kind of burns slow. Pretty classy move.
It is. I don't have anything like that. I have this is a lighter by Bic. Go with a
Ooh.
black lighter. The traditional red button on it.
That's the only way to go, my friend.
Very throwback.
My wife
Black on black.
Amber insists on pulling the little child-proof thing off it. And I didn't realize until then that it is a little uncomfortable to, flick that child thing. And it's much, if you don't have any children around, I mean, fuck it.
Right? I know what I'm doing. We all know what we're doing around here.
Yeah.
Nobody's falling in the lighter.
Exactly.
Okay, so this is episode 2, season 1 of B90 Strikes Back. And this is the B90 Inception.
Been looking at this guy for about 25 minutes now. I'm excited to see what he has to say.
Yeah, we're going to be actually introducing.
Destiny is upon us.
We can watch episode 2.
Hold on. I almost dropped my wine.
I'm gonna get into my Zen mode right now.
I hope I don't get ripped to shreds.
Episode 2.
That guy insists on wearing that robe.
He could have gave me 10 airports.
So what the-
I would have helped him figure it out.
Hey.
I get the fact that when you've had the girls improved time and time again, you want to display them to the world. Showing less looks better.
I kind of like the guy. He's a goofball, but I like him. I just wish he'd get a haircut.
David, at least I have hair to cut.
Shots fired.
Tom's intentions are about as real as your lips, Darcy. Well, first of all, why don't you start with spelling my name right? It's an EY.
Ash is definitely giving off sleazy, used car salesman vibes.
Oh my God. Mini Pops is what Rose will call Big Ed. That's actually really creative. I like that, Mini Pops.
He was full of crap.
Hello, Darcy. Let me see. I just bought this coffee machine.
On the actual Bravo channel
This is on
or TLC.
TLC. Yes, they do.
So they play it on the actual. It's not just like a web exclusive.
Nope. So, let's see, there we go.
This is clearly what they've done. Their idea to have content during COVID.
So, well, I think it's kind of an extension of what they've been doing. I really like it. It's why we chose this for Return of the Review. So they have the surface level. The original show was 90 Day Fiance, right? I need to get a flow chart. The original show
is this 90 Day Fiance, or as we'll call it, 9DF, 9DF canon that you're explaining now?
Yeah, this is universe. This is in universe explanation.
Okay, let's hear it.
So you got your base show, and from there they extended to before the 90 days. So they started doing 90 Day Fiance before the 90 days. So they'd show everything that's going on before everything kicks off, right? And
Absolutely.
then they extended to after the 90 days in a show called 90 Day Fiance Happily Ever After. So they're showing
Eventually
you the
it's
full
just going to
spectrum.
turn into a Truman Show type situation with these people where we can just see what their life does minute to minute forever.
It's edited, so we don't get that much juice. We get more reality in our show than we do in theirs. But
Soon we'll be watching 90 Day Fiance
the
on
gaps.
on our deathbeds together.
Yeah. 90 Day Fiance, the cutting room floor footage of stuff we haven't figured out a show for yet.
Yep.
The other 20 hours of the day that we haven't figured out a show for. I thought it was a good format because pretty much what they've done is they're like, I don't know, we just film everything and then we just piece it together and figure it out. We'll turn it into a show.
Well, with this, it seems like they just shipped these people cameras and they were like, hey, what's the idea for the next show that we can't shoot during COVID? So let's just send these assholes a package of a camera and, you know, some microphones and make them film the content about themselves.
So you're light years into the future. So we were at the first level. Like this is deep. You were deep universe right there. So we were at the first level. We're at 90 days before the 90 days and happily ever after. At that point, they were like, you know, we got to squeeze this. We got to squeeze this, you know, $2,000, $4,000 we're paying these couples for everything it's worth. Let's get at least another 2 or 3 shows out of this.
Yeah,
so
man. And during COVID, it ain't a bad idea.
So they do a pillow talk.
Right.
For 90 Day Fiance. And they do a pillow talk for Before the 90 Days. And they do a pillow talk for Happily Ever After. So now you got 6 shows, right?
Wait, tell me what it's called one more time.
Pillow talk. So in pillow talk, what you have is a bunch of past people from the show and them and their friends are sitting on a couch commenting on the current show. So when you're watching pillow talk,
there's pillows there, is what you're saying.
They're laying in bed.
So
when we see people in bed, those are the pillow talkers.
The pillow talkers, I hear.
That's what I call them.
Yeah.
And hopefully we'll get to feature a new segment that I'm real excited about. Charity and I were kind of hammering it out earlier. There's always exciting stuff to see in the background, and I think we'll get a segment of background breakdown in this episode. But
I'm into it.
So you got 6 shows, and then COVID hits, and they take it a step further removed, and they go, all right, people who were on the show, I want you to watch the show you were on and the Pillow Talkers show, and we're going to take all the clips from that and all the social media commentary talking shit about you, and we're going to have you comment on all the comments.
I'm imagining you pitching this in the the writer's room at TLC where everybody's sitting around trying to think of what to do next. And you're like, here's what we're going to do. And then I think everybody gave a standing ovation for that idea.
I'm like, wait, I'm not done. Hang on. There's more. Calm down, everybody. Calm down. But I think that our show is taking it a step further. You know, we're going to take that fourth dimension view of everybody and just rain down upon everybody. Down upon them.
It's like some triple Inception type shit.
Yeah, that's how Sean said. He called it 90 Day Fiance Inception. So that's what we're doing. And let's get into the first episode here.
All right,
now that you got the full history.
Let's hear it.
Let me see. I just bought this coffee machine, and I'm going to figure out how to use it. Oh, yeah, I'm ready to strike back. I need a little juice to get me going. Okay, let's see how we do this again.
Our date with destiny is upon us. We shall enter the battlefield, which is this room behind me. Come on in. I think today's going to be rather interesting, actually. We're going to see what's going to happen. I'm going to have some fun with it.
Whoa!
Here we go.
Let's go.
It's always nice to see them try to look normal. Try to make coffee like they do it every day.
That lady's place.
Definitely a Darcy dress, that's for sure.
Her place? Or her kitchen? Is that what you're saying?
Well, it looks like her bed is just right up on in there. It looks like she lives in a tiny little studio apartment.
It's snug. She's living that life. She's in Connecticut. She's got a nice little sprawl. But I'm wondering if maybe the Wi-Fi is near the guest room.
That could be, my friend. Either way, you've paused here on a conveniently quite pleasant
I know, it's a pretty dress, right?
still shot here.
I think she should go with it. Who's she getting married to? Isn't she single? What's going on here?
Let's see.
I know some people might say it's taboo if I'm like trying on a wedding dress before you're even engaged, but the only other time I tried on a wedding dress is when I originally got married to Aniko and Aspen's dad. I went by myself. I didn't have anybody with me. And this time I wanted to experience something different with Stacy. She's engaged, so I wanted to experience what she would be feeling if she was trying on a wedding dress for her wedding day.
Accentuates the body and then just flares out. I'll spread you out here.
Very sexy, elegant. So then you could take this off at the reception.
That
Why
is
don't we
correct.
get princess days like
So
this?
you get all those wows in your pictures. Have your first dance.
Oh, yes. Darcy's first problem is she thinks that wedding dress looks elegant on her. OMG. Actually, it looked freaking
Yeah, she looked good.
fabulous.
I don't know if the strippers would wear those types of dresses, to be fair, to their wedding day, but hey, that's only my opinion.
He's a dad.
Yeah, it's not elegant. It's not a nice cut. In fact, I'm struggling not to focus on the cleavage, but let's talk about the dress. Lots of cleavage.
You might have to fix the girls a little bit.
Oh my God, they're getting bigger.
The twins are out, and I'm not talking about Stacy and Darcy.
Oh, just
So
popped
those are
open.
fellow talkers that just hopped
Brand new boobs, brand new lips.
I get the fact that when you've had the girls improved time and time again over the years, that you want to display them to the world to look.
Why has he got the loo door open over there? Did he take a righteous shit?
Dude, I was just laughing my ass off thinking about I tweeted this to Christina P because I know they like watching 90 Day. And, you know, Amber, I have now got into watching or, you know, listening to Your Mom's House. And in that episode with the dude who's from Samoa, he's one of the pillow talkers that just popped up.
Oh, yeah.
Did you see that season with him in it?
Yes.
Dude,
He's like one of my favorites. He reminds me of my nephew.
He seems
My
a bit
five-year-old nephew.
he seems a bit R-worded.
It's the language barrier combined with his apathy
I know.
and
But
his lack
it's
of
just too
affect.
good.
He's just like,
There was a scene where he's like learning to ride a bike and he has this helmet on and he just has a few little things that he says that Amber and I were just like fucking cracking up, and I had to record it and send it to Christina P. And she didn't even like it, dude. You know, just
he wouldn't, like I said, he wasn't TikToked. You were wondering whether he was TikToked or not, and I'm saying he's not TikToked enough to qualify.
I mean, dude, I'm sure now he speaks a little bit better and doesn't seem as talked, but I'm telling you, you go back and watch that and you tell me that he doesn't come off as like highly R-worded.
I think he's pulling the classic second language deal where you go strong silent and act like you don't know what the fuck's going on. You play stupid in order to not have to deal with shit a lot, because he's a diligent gamer.
No habla inglés.
He's like, I don't know what's going on. I'm just trying to do my life, okay? Just trying to live me. Whereas this guy can't shut the fuck up. Well, Tom.
Whenever I see those pillow talkers, dude, I have strong reactions to them because, I mean, dude, there's a lot of material in that show. There's episodes like Amber and I sitting there watching.
I know.
And I'm like, this fucking episode has been going on for forever. And then you look and you're like, oh yeah, it's because this is an hour and 45-minute long episode just kind of randomly. And yeah, dude, like I said, it kind of gets to me after a while. And now I get to see them here and I'm just like, oh man, you two again.
I know. That's why this show is fun, because we can break it down and kind of look into what's wrong with these people. Like this, look at this sock selection. Who goes black on blue like this? You know, I hate to go to fashion.
Honestly, I would not have picked that up. So his shirt is black and his His socks.
And he's got a denim suit on. He's got that Colorado denim suit on, even though he's British.
I'm colorblind, and I'm as I'm sure you know.
Yeah.
However, our massive audience out there probably doesn't know, but when I was in high school, our colors were red and black, and I also played baseball for all different kinds of teams when I was in, elementary school, middle school, whatever. So I had socks in all these different colors, and there was at least one, probably two baseball games where I went like senior, varsity level to the game and had navy blue socks instead of black socks because I couldn't tell. And, maybe that's what he has going on. So I think you should maybe just check your color vision privilege a little bit and kind of just take a step back and, think maybe this guy's colorblind and I'm being rude.
I'm gonna hold strong on my stance of Tom's tomfoolery, and say
you're right.
These are ballet shoes or something. I don't know what the fuck's going on. What is with these soft bottom shoes he's rocking over here? Do you see this?
I do. You're right. It looks.
Doesn't that look like a ballet shoe? Like that's the softest loafer I've ever seen.
Yeah, or he's like so minimalist that there's like a local cobbler that kind of just makes throwaway shoes. I think that could be what's going on.
Could be a house shoe.
Maybe he made it, and he has an affinity for native peoples, and he tried to just kind of make his own leather shoe.
You're right. He could. That's probably how he nicked up his hand right there. Either that or the woman struggled when she was trying to get away. She bit or scratched.
That's very perceptive, Carter.
While he was trying to shove her down behind the couch into the bathroom back here before camera roll.
Dude, that's an important observation. Do you ever watch that? I think I told you about this. You ever watch that YouTube series from the guy Jim Can't Swim, or like JCS? He does the.
I think you sent that to me. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like interrogations and criminal psychology stuff.
Yes, it's really good. I watched all of them. Like it has the hour-long breakdowns of their behavior and stuff, and like the things that suggest that they're being guilty, and it's really good.
I love watching interrogation stuff like that, where they're like, "Hey, man, what's that thing on your thumb?" And he's just like, "Oh, man, I did. Oh, I'm fed smoker all of a sudden. I did that. I had a knife. I did it to myself."
Yeah, I don't know. It's just it's an ingrown nail or something, and it's for get in there with my
fucking baby raper over here.
I feel like sometimes when you we were listening to someone the other day that has that same Sylvester Stallone, where like they're talking and it sounds like they're having like abdominal seizures in the middle of their sentences, where they're like, "Hey, it was just walking down the street." Hey, no, but Fed Smoker does that same thing.
I was just thinking of him with like gritted teeth with a cigarette in his mouth, just like chomping down on it so hard. Oh man,
thing hadn't been lit in days. He just gnawing on it.
Fucking motherfuckers, man.
So yeah, I'll give him a break. Maybe it's Navy. Let's see.
Darcy, when she's just showing less, looks better.
Tom is 39 years old and he lives in Nottingham, England.
I love the Tom angle.
45 Celsius.
Degrees.
When I take a selfie, I just use a filter.
Look at that Jabba the Hutt looking motherfucker.
We managed to get things back on track.
They're actually really like one of the most successful.
This one's right here? Or the
my house.
The big guy and his girl.
Yeah, the one that looks like
I didn't want to give her a tacky promise ring, but at the same time, I didn't want to get down on one knee and ask her to marry me either. So it was either that or the key to a Mercedes. So I chose the door key. It was a cheaper option.
They even have the same glasses.
I'm the same. Like, guys, I don't think your glasses are big enough.
We bought those sunglasses separately on the same day at separate airports on our way to Malta for our birthday. We were shocked. We kind of giggled and laughed at it, but then we're like, why didn't you get me a pair? And I said the same thing. Why didn't you get me a pair like yours? They're a little different, but they're close enough. I think we should do maybe Darcy styles, Stacey styles. Yes. All right. So I'm ready to be inspired and put my money where my mouth is. Cheers to that. Cheers to that.
They're different.
The first thing I want to do when quarantine is over is bottomless brunch with the Silva twins.
They're like on their break from a wax museum.
I know. We were looking at someone on, I think it was Life After Lockup, and her lips were so blown up that like they were swollen on both sides, and then there's like a crease in the middle because they're starting to like pop out on both sides. It's disturbing.
Yikes.
She feels pretty though.
Yeah, let's do it.
That's all that really matters, right?
Let's do it. Why not? And you know what? We like our glasses, we love our fashion, and we love our bottomless brunches. Thank you. So, how is everything else going? Have you heard from Tom? It was my birthday last week. There was no call, no card, no nothing.
Terrible, dude.
We saw Florian's story on Instagram. You know, he posted this grand thing for me and Stacy. It was so sweet. He was on FaceTime with us, and he's like, oh, my sister, Tom just saw, you know, my story for your birthday. And literally 2 seconds later, I got a happy birthday from Tom. So I was like, oh, he didn't even really remember. He had to, like, do it through what he saw through Florian.
Do you think that's
He was like, oh. It's okay. It's just a birthday.
It looks like at least.
Well, I actually struggle remembering anyone's birthday. You can ask my mother. I really remember when her birthday is. And unfortunately, I couldn't tell you when Darcy's is. I'd hazard a guess that it's on the same day as Stacey's.
Sound reasoning. That's his argument out of why he forgets everyone's birthday. He's like, I'm a shit person to my mom, too. Don't worry about it.
He's got a sleeve tat, dude. I mean, you know, he's got to have something going on.
I feel like all the cred that's created by this is lost right here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a look.
I'm kind of with you there, especially when you know, see the bottom and you're like, dude, you're not going to get away from anybody wearing those things.
I know. This whole, like the upper body, really everything above the feet would have worked back in the 50s as like a prisoner. Like he would have been hard back then. You know what I mean? Like a tough guy.
Yeah.
It just doesn't age well 70 years later.
I hear you, dude.
Doesn't have the same look.
I like his
right now, I don't know what to think about.
His mirror, I know. And all the flowers everywhere, too. I feel like he didn't decorate. It seems like it's his mom's place or something.
Press play. Get away from this woman.
You don't like this? Sometimes I like getting the freeze frames on the most, like, disturbing looks.
They look like frogs, like their tongues are just going to shoot out and grab like a fly when it goes by.
I know. She looks like the leprechaun.
Darcy and Tom's relationship.
Like
in Albania, I thought he was a nice guy, but his actions are proving otherwise. He sounds like he's playing games, and you know what? She deserves better.
Do you know what deserves better, Stacey? What deserves better is the amount of makeup you put on your face. The sun-kissed glow look just isn't you, darling.
And I think she should move on.
He talked that same level of shit back when he was trying to, like, date her. Like, when he was trying to date the sister, he talked that exact same level of shit. Like, it's like he likes to demean them enough to where he can control them in the relationship.
That's his move, dude.
I mean, he's not wrong. They needed to do a tone check on her fucking neck right there. Look at that.
Oh, dude, I feel like if you were to say, oh, these are Donald Trump's daughters, I would believe you.
Or this is Donald Trump's makeup crew.
Mm-hmm.
These are his makeup artists.
Does she have a fake collar there? No, it's just kind of bedazzled.
I have some questions about what's going on here and here.
I'm trying not to look.
Here. Here.
Yeah, it's concerning.
So this is clearly all stuff that, we all deal with acne. I got some stuff going on right now. I'm not going to hate too much on this. This seems problematic. Now, I don't think you could put enough orange on that to make that go away.
It looks like she needs to like do 10 to 12 Benadryl to kind of, tamper down the swelling she's got going on there.
You think those are track marks from her Botox injections?
I don't know, man. I mean,
you know how junkies get track marks on their arms and their fingers and toes and shit?
Oh, yes.
I feel like facial surgery junkies get track marks on their lips from how many times they get shot up with Botox.
I'm trying not to look directly at it, so I can't really see the subtleties of it.
Zoom in. Can I see? Can we get a close up of her mouth there?
Honestly, to make myself feel a little bit better, I'm wondering like what's going on with the guy over her shoulder. What he, what's he up to?
Why isn't he wearing his mask?
Yeah,
that's what I want to know.
Yeah, pretty much, dude. My mom won a gun, so like apparently my like her best friend from.
She's still down in Texas, huh? She's down in Texas.
Oh yeah, she is.
Okay, yeah, that's where you win guns. They win guns down in Texas.
Her best friend, who is my fake aunt. We call them our aunts and cousins, but she at some like Shriners Club, whatever thing, some classy club thing. Just put my mom's name in this raffle thing, just for fun or whatever, and she won this gun. Like it's a nice little carry pistol, and she said she went to go pick it up today, and I guess it was in some kind of smaller town outside of town or something, and she said that they had on like shirts that said Black Guns Matter, and none of them were wearing a mask. And there was a Desert Eagle on the counter that was chromed out.
These white gentlemen.
Honestly, I didn't ask that, dude, because I'm not fucking racist, bro. I'm not gonna. I mean, it's not important. Okay. I didn't ask. They're just. They could be anything, and who knows?
You're right.
You can. That's part of what's interesting about verbal storytelling is you kind of just have to, you think it in your head.
Paint your own picture.
Maybe I'm not going to tell you. Yeah, exactly. So there was
a white picture.
A Desert Eagle on the counter, which, kind of weird. It's just out on the counter, but it was all chromed out and it had engravings all over it of Trump stuff. The classic "Make America Great." I'm sure it had, a picture
Black
of Trump,
Guns Matter.
My mom's boyfriend said that it had like engravings of like his family on it.
Of Trump's family or this guy's family?
Trump's family.
I'm assuming Trump's,
like the entire gun was like meticulously engraved like in a Trump theme. And there were people in there like looking at it, making a big to-do about it. And
did they make Eric like wrapped around the barrel to where it like fires out of his asshole every time?
I don't know, dude. It makes me really want to see a picture of this.
I wonder where they're positioned and who got the good position. Who's on the handle? Who's got prime? You think Ivanka? She's probably got prime position, like sitting on his lap or something. Maybe.
Yeah, dude. Honestly,
the chamber turn where you have high visibility.
My interest, and honestly, I'm gonna maybe contact them and see how much this pistol was.
We might be able to pull it. Let's see what we can find here.
Yeah, you're right. I can text her.
There's gonna be more of these than we're comfortable with, and I'm gonna get on some lists by searching this.
Yeah, for real. Just do an incognito window, dude. They'll never catch you. Wow.
Yeah, there's definitely more of these than I'm comfortable with.
That's a real what kind of gun is that right there? That's like the
45, isn't it?
Yeah, that's like a Pulp Fiction kind of.
Looks like a double ball, like a silver baller,
like a pearl handled, like a fucking Mexican cartel guy. What's that movie?
Romeo and Juliet, when John Leguizamo.
No Country for Old Men is what I was thinking of.
Oh yeah, but you remember on the remake with Leonardo DiCaprio and John Leguizamo and stuff of Romeo and Juliet, when they had their guns that were their swords.
Yes,
and that's what it's making me, think of right now is the writing, like it's a
yes,
personality.
very true. Dude, you can get real high and watch that movie and either have a good laugh or get real into it. Man, some of these are looking nice, dude.
It's definitely, you're not trying to keep a low profile with it. This isn't a gun that you keep holstered all the time and really get your money's worth. You're looking this is definitely the print that I put on my gun in Red Dead Revolver 2.
Wow.
This is what it looks like.
Dude, you should look up Damascus steel guns.
We didn't find any of the ones that were Trump's family.
Oh, dude, look up at the top though. There was one that had actually Trump's face on it. Yeah, that one looks kind of more like a Glock. Look at that. Chicago police seize handgun with Trump image emblazoned. That's so funny.
That's crazy. Yeah, so it was a diverse group of people having a gun giveaway down in Texas, you said?
I guess, yeah. I mean, apparently, I don't know. Yeah, whatever. My mom didn't even enter to win this. Her friend entered her, and she won. So she and her boyfriend went out and picked it up, and they were just kind of laughing about this place and saying like nobody was wearing masks. Ooh, damn, dog. Look at that shit. That's dope.
They should do an episode of Forged in Fire where they have to do Damascus steel poured gun.
How much is that right there? That's what I want to know.
I'm going to go on a limb and say they don't list their prices with exotic shit like this.
I don't know if you can see this in the camera here, but my wedding ring is like kind of a Damascus steel thing, but it's like different metals. It's not steel.
That's cool. I don't know.
That's pretty dope. Sold. There's only one of them. Interested in your own custom one? Hit us up.
I mean, how long could this video be? What all could they possibly need to tell you? We're going to find out.
Wow, they act like they're a fucking movie studio. Look at this.
I know. From the studios that brought you Forrest Gump. And the director of Avatar comes Damascus Guns. When you absolutely positively got to kill every black in the room. No substitute. Make sure you get the Trump edition. This is the most epic thing I've ever heard. Yeah, I know. Those are boots. They pick little boots. Spellbinding.
A meteorite said that. See that?
Yeah. Captivating, says Patterns. You think they're just personifying different things like Patterns? Not a real person. You can't even buy it anymore. Empire Damascus pistols.
Dude, what's that company again? I'm looking these people up. I'm looking up this movie on IMDb.
The Empire Damascus pistol, iMovie, and Cabot Guns present. So they really did do it like a film.
It is. Yeah.
That's crazy.
I bet like one of the owners, like fucking, 20-year-old sons did that, and he was just like, you know, can you make us a video for this? I mean, all you do is sit around all day and get high and make these dumb YouTube videos of you and your buddies. Do you think you could like fucking, you know, make me a video?
He's like, yeah, I'll make you a video about how cool your gun is, Dad. And he just like sarcastically made it like super way over the top, like the most epic video ever.
Dude, look at the ones down there with those brass knucks.
It's pretty
I
mean,
cool,
I guess it's in case you need to put somebody down with one hand while you.
That's in case like you know, your younger brother is like part of Antifa and you can just like kind of you get the gun for yourself and then you gift the brass knucks to him and then it looks like you kind of just got him the knucks out of the kindness of your heart. It's the Cabot, CABOT.
I was imagining more of like a bank robbery scene. Where you have the people held up with the firearm. You got the gun over here. And then maybe a guard gets mouthy or something.
Mm-hmm.
And they come up on you and you just, you give them a one-some right there in the mouth. One time.
Oh, for sure.
I don't know. You know, just throwing things out there.
I can't find Cabot guns on Instagram. I'm starting to doubt the authenticity of that video that we watched.
I think it's the kid. I think he's the one that made it over the top like that.
Mm-hmm.
We'll if you find that gun with Trump's family on it, make sure you send it in.
Yeah, actually, I might text my mom and see if she'll tell me. And then, you know, maybe we can like look at their Instagram and maybe they're, you know, business savvy enough to have posted pictures of this. Because if it's a big draw, you know, you get people in.
That's what I was thinking. We could even introduce them to the filmmaker that put together the video and get him hooked up with the Damascus film production company.
Yeah, maybe if we tell him that we hyped his guns, you know, so much here on our show with all of our listeners, he'll give us one for free.
That's what I was thinking. We'll get free guns like your mom. Okay. So I think how we got into that was her Damascus makeup pattern. So we'll go ahead and start. This is more pillow talkers. I don't think they were. Maybe she was on the show. I don't remember them being on the show.
Dude, what's going on here is that she was on the show, and her friend there on the left is just someone who she has to have with. This is just my assumption. You know, having seen these people, having seen this particular psycho woman, I think this is her friend who, you know, she isn't with the person that she was with on the show. This, you know, really young guy, I think from like the Dominican Republic, who was so fucking funny, dude. Like, didn't give a fuck about nothing. She'd be like,
do you remember one of them?
Yeah, the one here on the right, dude.
So
you know, she's got kids, and like this guy's like so young, and he's like, I don't care about these kids. He's like, this is bullshit. Oh, hey, don't worry about
Who's that?
Man.
Who is that?
Elise is here.
Hello.
What's up, Elise?
The animals are all here to greet.
I'm over here recording a podcast with my friend.
Howdy ho.
Hank and Milo have to, you know, greet our roommate. She's their favorite person besides us, of course.
Don't take it personal, yeah. Oh, besides you, okay. Yeah, I don't know. So was this like was this a regular 90 days that she was on?
I think it was a regular.
Go find, because she's a regular on Pillow Talk.
I'm pretty sure it was a normal one, but yeah, dude, this guy was hilarious. He just didn't want anything to do with this whole situation. It was just like the biggest dick. And she's like, I got kids, you know, you gotta like my kids if you want to be around here. And he's like, I don't have to like nobody.
I don't even like kids. Okay.
But yeah, so clearly she's not with him, and she was just like, I'm just gonna get my girlfriend to come and be on this show with me.
What is this? Is this decorative?
Who knows, dude? Actually, and now I'm also remembering a funny thing where this guy's like trying to, clearly trying to get out of this relationship. And he's like, you have all sorts of demon stuff around here. You've got, what did she have that it was like a Buddha, like a picture of Buddha or something.
False idols.
Yes, dude. And he's like, you have all these demon statues. You are not a believer. You're not a true believer. You are, you have you let devils in here. And my mom's trying to FaceTime me. Oh, dude, so funny. Just like clearly he's like, I got to get out of this relationship. Like, what am I going to do?
We need to go find it.
Sees a Buddha and he's like, oh man, what is this? I can't stand for this.
So he was just looking for an out.
Yeah.
Like one of the least conflicting religions of all.
Yeah, but I mean
Buddhism, I just can't even tolerate it. It's just
if you get mixed up with a guy this young when you're her age and you think everything's gonna go all right, you're probably not very smart.
You say that like she's not,
That's kind of a cool lamp she's got going on there, though, to be honest.
That is. It's like a cartography lamp or like a photography stand lamp or something.
Like dual purpose, you mean?
Yeah, she takes it off when she does her shoots at night.
Mm-hmm. One of those things where you pull the thing, it goes poof.
Big phosphorus explosion.
Yeah. And you're like, come back in 38 days.
Well processed.
This photo.
Don't smile and take your soul.
Nookie ate the caramel cookie, and it is on her face.
Wrong bronzer for the day, Stacy. I guess she thought she was, bronzing up because we were just in Malta, but we didn't get that much sun.
I just want that love back. I want that respect and that passion and that feeling like swept off my feet again.
Do you know how hard that is for a man to continually have to feel as though you have to sweep the woman of your dreams off her feet? It's like, okay, the first few months of a new relationship, obviously you're getting to know that person, but after 5 years of knowing someone, to want them to continually sweep you off your feet, that's a lot to ask of anyone and very unrealistic.
Am I really expected to give a fuck about her after the first courting period? After I've established that I can get in those britches, I can just fuck off.
Dude, that's the kind of house that I see where I'm just like, dude, I would just take that little house if I could buy it.
I just feel like it's one of those, I mean, it's definitely a California setup where that house could be a quarter of it, depending on where it is in the city.
Yeah, true.
Or in relation to the ocean, it could be a $2 million home.
Yeah.
Like if on the other side of that road is the beach, it's a $4 million house.
It would be hard to negotiate with my wife to say that half of that house would have to be my studio and record collection.
Yeah, I think, there'd be room. You could probably, let's see, if you divvy it up down the middle here, looks like we got 3 windows that go all the way back. So maybe we got 1 room right here. I'm assuming this is maybe your kitchen stall out to the back, probably. So you have living room. Maybe if we're generous, I think it's a 1 bedroom for sure. Wouldn't you say? I don't think there's 2 bedrooms unless it's like a Jack and Jill.
Or maybe it's just a giant 1 bedroom, like
studio
type setup.
See, I was thinking living room up front, kitchen, bedroom, bathroom back in the middle. We'll see if we can get Ed's floor plan up here next episode. We'll get the specs.
I'm getting ready to watch the show, and I want to look my best. Usually I get my chest waxed, and I'm not able to do my back either, so I get a simple little paint bucket and a paintbrush. So this I use for my chest, and then for my back, because I can't see what I'm doing, I use a paint roller, and then I use a coarse Nair. You don't want to get a very coarse
you don't like all the hamburger meat
paintbrush, because if you do, oh my God, it will kind of scratch your skin. So just like you're painting a Monet or or you're painting a fence.
I didn't ask for this.
I never hit my pits.
God damn.
You think he's more Monet or Fence?
Monet or what?
Fence. He goes, just kind of paint it on like you would do a Monet or a Fence.
Like a wax on, wax off type Daniel San's fence painting situation.
Did he say what it is?
I can't tell if that is a lizard on his back or like I honestly, I don't want to look at it anymore.
I think it grew. I think it grew out of his lower neck hair. We had a discussion on this last episode about how when you have the reduced number of vertebrae in the upper neck area,
I saw that.
It leads to compressed neck meat.
Yes, I do remember that.
Which is where you get that lizard tail. I think
it's almost like they told him like we won't do the tattoo like beyond this point. Like your skin down here, it's not great, and we don't want to go beyond this point. So we'll only like they drew a line, and we're just like, you can get a tattoo like up here, but we're not going below.
Like right here.
Yeah.
He's like, what about higher? Can you go higher? He goes, dude, your hair. I'll shave my neck. I'll shave whatever this is. I'll shave this off, and you can have the tail go all the way up. I imagine that tattoo doesn't end there, and then he used to shave this a lot more regularly, and that tail goes right there.
I can't handle it.
They sting.
I want to know what it is.
But I definitely get my tattoos. And I got the one that has the aloe vera.
Lotion?
Because even with my sensitive skin, it doesn't irritate my skin. Eventually, when I go on a diet, which is probably be pretty soon, then I won't require, there's not so much area that you have to.
He made it, but we brought this up. He brought up the diet, but it looks like he's coating himself in Crisco right now is what it looks like.
Man, I can't support this kind of thing.
The paintbrush approach?
Why are they letting this guy get away with this? I mean, this guy.
What's the alternative? What would you like to do to him?
Just be like, Ed, no one fucking. Have you seen the show before? Is anyone doing these kinds of things that you're up to?
That's what this show is supposed to be about. It's supposed to be all about confronting them with the reality of what they put on camera and then letting them basically seeing whether it checks out with them or whether they're like, oh yeah, so everybody does that. Mayonnaise in the hair.
I mean, dude, on the last one that you and Sean were doing, I was thinking, why does this guy insist on having this fucking robe on the entire time? Like, clearly he thinks he's sexy or something.
You didn't. So did you watch the regular season when he was on?
No, I was going to say I did not see they talk about it on Your Mom's House and talked about this guy, but I never saw the season that he was on.
So, Ed is a photographer, and
I saw some of that throwback stuff on the last one.
You get some of that in the intro, but at his place, and we talked about this, his whole apartment was lined with like pictures of young girls, pictures torn out of what looked like Playboys, and they were like, it was like a collage on every open surface in the wall. You know what I mean? If that, you getting a visual. I imagine he just wanders around all the time like the sissy of Fremont, masturbating all along his apartment.
I'm just not making the connection as to why that gives him a pass to just be like the guy who wears a robe and is like shirtless painting stuff on himself on his, naked upper torso. Like, is anybody else doing this, Ed? Like, have you seen the show? I mean, you're being quite outlandish, if we must say. We at TLC think it's quite odd.
I think that he feels comfortable doing what makes him feel happy in the privacy of his own home.
Clearly, people are into it. I mean, that's what these shows are all about. It's kind of like capturing the madness of these people and making money off it.
and he was talking about his diet. And last episode, we were going over the symptoms of his disorder and kind of talking about what actually is part of the disorder and what he tends to just lump in there as a characteristic of his body. But he says it's a symptom of the disorder, never listed. He goes over it again here, which shows that he has control over it. He's like, I'm going to be starting to diet hopefully soon. And that's to fix his larger than average torso, you know, that he's lathering up right now. And that's, I think, why he has the skin issues.
I'm having a hard time paying attention to what you're saying when I've got this guy on the screen.
I think what's going on here in this region is the irritation from the skin constantly stretching. You know what I mean?
You want to make sure this is important because you don't want any splatter. I don't want to get any. I don't want to get any of this on my dog Teddy. So then now you just simply start rolling it on your back. Teddy, relax.
Not on camera, man.
Okay. Take a sip of wine because that's important. Then we're gonna wash this off and show you what happened. Okay, be right back. Okay, so you guys, I just got out of the shower. So I put the first coat on front and back. It worked pretty well on my chest, but as you can see, I just looked in the mirror and I missed a couple parts.
Oh, you missed some spots.
Okay, see you guys in a minute.
Oh, poor guy.
Did it take all of his hair off?
Do you ever miss large swaths of back hair and or lat meat hair?
Dude,
sometimes it's hard to get around to the ham hocks on the back if you got extensive back hair, you know?
It basically like changes from from like a show like 90 Day that's about, you know, romance and relationships, and it changes to one of these shows that are about people that are mentally ill.
Or like Dr. Pimple Popper type of angle instantly. Right?
Or like
where's the doctor? Why are you doing this to yourself?
Yeah, like a Hoarders or a you know, I Eat, you know, fucking Paint, and I drink breast milk, and I'm a psycho.
Yeah, you get everything.
That's what I think when I see that guy. I'm like, oh, now this is a show about crazy people. Not that it wasn't before, of course, but
no. And we tend to usually we focus more on mental health issues over on talk therapy. Mm-hmm. But some of these extreme just madness entertainment, like entertaining shows, we like to cover over here because they're just more fun to talk about. Sometimes you don't need to be as serious when you talk about these people because, you know, they don't care. Like the other people are seeking treatment. These people are just trying to get money usually. So I don't feel bad at all.
Yeah, exactly.
They got paid their $8,000 or whatever they got paid. Yeah, total.
All right, let's get watching. I'm so excited to watch this one.
Teddy,
look at that giant bag of rice she's got back there.
Stay there.
I thought that's what that was.
Almost dropped my wine. Okay, Teddy, you excited?
Is this the road you're referring to?
Yeah, I mean,
I like the music.
Like they don't say, "Hey Ed, most people that do this put on normal clothes for this."
That was not a mustache. That's a pencil. I only have 2 arms.
He doesn't wear clothes.
Car, you got a minute?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, can we?
Yeah, I've known Ed for about 3 years now. He's not only a co-worker, he's also a really good friend of mine.
Well, you look nice today.
Thank you.
So do I.
We know how you are with girls.
Is it me or does Ed's co-worker, Cara, look like Rose?
That's what I'm saying.
Wow, that's a good observation. Well, they're both Filipina. They both have teeth. Just kidding. Anyways, but Cara's breast smells really good.
That's a legit fact.
Yeah, that's it.
So when are you going to the Philippines?
I already bought a ticket.
And where are you staying?
At her house.
No. Americans stay in the hotel.
Yeah, you should. First time going, absolutely.
For your safety, or eat the one, you know, the bathroom in case you want to wipe your ass.
Okay, first of all, you don't stay in a hotel to wipe your ass, okay? You stay in a hotel to stay alive. Knowing what I know now, I would have booked a hotel, absolutely.
Yeah.
She has a room in the back, and her sister has a room in the back.
Do you know where you're going exactly?
I know it's 3 hours north of Manila.
They probably won't have plumbing there.
What?
Yeah, when I went to visit Luis's family, in the shower, there's a cup in it, and you dip the cup in, and then you pour it over.
Okay, you guys, hold on. Nobody told me that I would be showering with her dad, using a bucket. Cara kind of mentioned it, but I didn't believe it. It was a nightmare.
How much money have you spent on gifts?
Probably $5,000.
How long have you known her?
3 months.
3 months?
When you know, you know.
You don't send a stranger $5,000.
She's not a stranger. I'm in love with her.
That other woman with the dude from Russia or whatever is such a psycho. This chick, oh my god, dude, whoa.
Lauren and Alexi. He's from
scares me.
Israel.
Yeah,
He's Israeli.
You're right.
She scares you?
Yeah, dude, she's a proper fucking psycho. She'll kill.
Why do you say that?
I don't know, dude. She's I get red flags from her that she would fucking stab you if you tried to leave her.
Oh yeah, for sure. Is that a bad thing?
It reminds me of the girl on Wedding Crashers, the red-haired girl, like that. I'll find you.
Don't leave me, cause I'll find you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Isla. That's Sacha Baron Cohen's wife, isn't it? Isla.
Is it? Okay.
Isla Fisher.
Okay.
She's funny.
Yeah, she was funny in that for sure.
You don't send a stranger $5,000.
She's not a stranger. I'm in love with her, okay? And I was worried about her dad, about her kid and her family. I was sending gifts not only to her, but to her whole family.
Like
I wanted them to show them that I was real, that I was serious about Rose. That's why I did it.
Oh my gosh.
That's so crazy.
Do not send money.
These are gifts.
See?
Look at this.
He sent lingerie.
What
That's what he
are these
sent.
for? Like this.
You know what it's for.
Pag-live po ba?
Dude,
they
She's
knew what they were
never
doing.
asked me
She
for
acted
money,
like she didn't know
but
what's going on.
her
They
sister
knew what was up.
texted me the other night.
Her and her sister both. They were both trying to work him. Prime candidate.
This lady's got a classy shirt.
She does. She's fan. That's why he liked her. She's in his age range. Regionally, she's the type of gal he likes.
Mm-hmm. Very true.
And
he pierced her cartilage, which he's into. He's into that kinky stuff.
And she's asking me for money.
Me and my sister Maria already talked about it. She even said that Ed is a liar. She never asked for money, and if that were true, why did he told it to me before he come here in Philippines, and he just rode over days in Palawan.
Does that kid it looks kind of like this kid lives kind of in this armoire.
In that closet?
Yeah.
I think it's funny that they set everyone else up on 4K, 5K HD with super high speed internet, and then you got poor Rose over here in the Philippines. So your laptop has a camera on it, doesn't it? Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. You said you're stealing internet from a couple houses down. You guys all share it.
Yeah, right.
That's fine. We'll get what we'll get. We'll cut the rest. Tell your kid to quit playing with his fabric knot toy. He keeps coming into frame.
Yeah, I mean, dude, he's totally just that's his room.
That explains the toys that he has. If you notice, the toy he's playing with is a piece of fabric that's tied in a knot.
Like a dog toy.
Yeah, when you put a bottle in a sock and you tie it in.
They're for my dog.
And my sister Maria already talked about it. She even said that Ed is a liar. She never asked for money, and
Back to the dressing room. It'd be funny if he came out in like different outfits and stuff.
He told things to me before he come here in Philippines, and he just
It's just crazy how bad the connection is.
Check that out, dude. Did he go in there? What do we? Did
he ran across.
He's actually originally from Mauritius.
Mauritius, that's one. Let's see where that is.
It's an island.
Mauritius?
It's next to Madagascar.
That sounds like a fake-ass country.
No one knows where it is. They have to educate themselves, seriously.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you doing?
I swear Williams is the laziest scammer ever. He doesn't even try to fake a British accent. He was lazy.
Hey.
How's it going, Darcy?
I'm good.
Darcy, honey, get a refund.
And we're back.
Now, to get my
32
yoga mat out of the closet. These are going a little crazy right now. Yeah, some of you guys got a lot of not so nice things to say about me, so I need to get into my Zen place so I can keep myself calm, collected while I watch.
I've never seen the season with this girl either.
This is the most recent season. So all the ones that are on the Strike Back that are talking about themselves are all in the most recent season. Ash, he's the crazy one. Like he got some personality stuff.
Yeah, I mean, of course they filmed this.
Now I'm ready to watch.
Promotional material.
The only reason.
I mean, we just need to get this here to go up here is really what we're aiming for here. All right, let's do this.
I like her video more already. Although they do have the same cut in their shirt. Like you can see just enough cleavage from Ash.
In a couple of days, I'm leaving to Australia to meet Ash. Oh, dang, Avery.
Sure, he talked
We're in
about
that same outfit. Looks like you need to go shopping.
Same outfit she's wearing today.
After this quarantine's done. He's actually originally from Mauritius.
Mauritius, that's
He
one.
lives in Melbourne, Australia.
Let's see where that is.
It's an island.
Mauritius?
It's next to Madagascar.
That sounds like a fake-ass country.
No one knows where it is. They have to educate themselves, seriously. We have a lot of French influence. Ben, je parle français, je parle super bien le français. À l'île Maurice, on parle français. Et ben, mes parents, je parle français avec eux. Et ben, ouais, voilà, quoi.
I need to get one of those plant holders.
Hey, sweetheart.
Hi, babe.
You look gorgeous.
He says black.
Oh, thank you, babe.
It's really nice to see you.
He's a
Black
relationship
plant holders
coach.
matter too.
Sometimes I wonder if he's being genuine or if he's just telling me what I want to hear because he knows what I want to hear.
You see, I don't trust men who blah blah like this. It's too much.
Alexi definitely, got the little hint that maybe Ash is just a little buttery. It would be nice to find an authentic man who's extremely honest, who truly does just find me beautiful 24/7. I'll find it.
What I was saying was never coming from my mind. It was coming from my heart. So if it comes across as me having the right thing to say, and I guess I'm speaking from my heart with her.
Yeah, nothing goes through his brain.
Maybe I should just say dumb now, and maybe that will stop people from saying I have the right things to say.
Ash and I both have children. He's been married before and divorced.
So, wait a minute. The relationship coach has been divorced.
But he's telling other people how to be in a relationship.
And his eyes are
Coach
intense.
is allowed to be divorced. If it didn't work out, well, you don't understand.
Do what?
Like when he's in the little small screen in the bottom left, his eyes are just like bugged out.
I know. He's got, I forget what it's called. There's a deal. I want to say it's
cocaine
hormonal.
addiction.
Yeah, it's how do you say cocaine? No, he's got some type of deal where it's like a hormonal thing or something where it makes your eyes look like they're bugging all the time, apparently. But who knows?
That is a pretty baller looking couch, I gotta say.
Right, it looks comfortable. I like the fabric.
Kind of goes into his whole persona. He's just like he sat in all of when he went to go get couches, he sat in them and was like, dude, I bet I look sexy sitting here. Like, nah, this one I don't look very sexy on this one. He's like, yeah, give me this one. I'm gonna I'm going to
You think
sit
he
all
spread?
back with my arms up.
Every single one he did that same spread with.
Yeah,
Set up
exactly.
a camera in front of it
Like,
and
yeah,
stuff.
this one's it.
He's like, wait. Here, camera. No, scoot the camera over a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that. Let's do 2 more. I wonder what this thing is hanging up on the. Is that a trash bag? What is that over there?
It almost looks like a big heart.
I thought it was a hat at first. Let's see if we get if we let it roll, if we make any
relationship just for the sake of, if you're unhappy. If they want to do that, great for them. But yeah, we didn't want to do that. So I don't know what's wrong with that.
One of your clients was trying to insinuate like you must.
Yeah, as a relationship coach, sometimes the best thing to do in a relationship is to end the relationship.
Have a beautiful girlfriend, but like the entire conversation, you never even expressed that you did have one.
I didn't address it because I didn't want to address that situation because I wanted to keep that away and not give more energy to that.
Alrighty, I got one here. Ash seems reasonably attractive, but something about him, Avery, is clearly just another conquest or shot at a green card. Poof! Man, I find it so funny people thinking I want a green card. I have to actually just clear that out. I have a great job here. I do well. I live well. I have my best friends here. Life is great here. My family is here. My son is here. If I had to move there, it was because of the love, not because I want to be there. Guys, another one on Twitter.
See, it's some sort of like decorative
Ash is definitely giving off the
thing.
Used car salesman vibes. I don't really know what it means, but I hope they are cool cars.
That's a pretty ambitious sweater, dude. I mean, he's really just GQing it out.
He lets it all hang out at all times. That's how he gets his clientele. It's all women at his relationship coaching events. Not a lot of guys, though, go for advice from him for some reason.
You ready? Everyone, this is Nala. And she's my little Yorkie. And we get ready to watch episode 2. In 1 week, I leave for England. And I am so excited to finally meet Williams in person. And even though we never video chatted, he texts and calls me every day. At first, I missed the calls because I was used to him calling. I would look at my phone and see how many times he texts me. So I was so used to him calling me, and I missed that. I really do.
And the dick pics.
I'm going to have to probably book a whole...
Sounds like catfish.
Because my daughter will be going with me.
Catfish.
I'm taking a...
Catfish
You telling
adjacent.
me you've never met anyone named the Williams?
I mean, it's just classic catfish knowledge 101. Like if they say I can't video chat with you because my camera's broken, it's a dead fucking giveaway.
I know. I feel like you have to target over a certain age that's never been exposed to MTV or Catfish or anything.
So, dude, my mom texted me back the name of this gun place. So, like, I want to see if they're called On the Square Gun and Ammo in Springfield, Texas.
In where? Springfield? Springtown? Go to their Facebook page.
Yeah, I was trying to see if I could find them on Instagram, but they must not be. Oh, there you go. You could just message them. For a second there, when that popped up, it looked like you had already had like a previous exchange with them where you asked them a bunch of questions. Can you recommend something for me? How much do your products cost? Isn't that what it looks like? It looks like they've ignored you for like 4 things. That's kind of the gun you got, is like a little small thing like that.
Okay. Little Glock.
That one's got a silencer on it, dude. I mean,
yeah, I don't think you
and a rubber band on the grip. I mean, that's like some.
I don't think those are okay.
Fucking mob shit, right? Dude.
Yeah, I'm not seeing the Trump gun.
You'd think that they just have it, you know, like as their what do you call it? Their like banner image or something.
Mm-hmm.
If it was that big of a draw.
It must have gone fast. Hot ticket.
I loaded magazines. You see that?
Yeah. The person that gets that sticker does not also have an I voted sticker.
Look at that little what do you call those top left?
Like a Derringer pistol?
Is that what you call it?
Or a 38 special or something like that?
Yeah, it could be.
It's the one that you used to keep in your purse. That's why I thought it was called a Derringer pistol. Those are pretty nifty. I'm not.
No Trump ones, dude.
I might have to message him since we're not getting the goods.
Yeah, just say like, let's see the Trump gun.
Dude, you got a Trump gun, buddy.
They've got some like AKs and stuff in there. It looks like, or at least something similar looking.
Mm-hmm. And I'm not a big gun person.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really either. Oh well.
We get to see the construction of their building now.
Yeah, I mean, we're
deep diving.
Yeah, really deep diving on these folks.
Okay.
There's some like good old fashioned cowboy revolvers, dude. That when you gotta fire real quick, like and hit in the back, just like pop, 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 pop.
That one looks like German. Yeah, it's a Ruger German pistol. Okay, we'll message them.
Do you see what watching this show has has driven us to do?
I know, it's driven us to firearms.
Like it makes us want to do violent crime watching things like this.
I know. I don't know. It just makes me think of Trump and a gun. Like I don't know. Yeah. I don't know what it is. Let's hear. We got a couple minutes left until the halfway point. Let's hear what evidence there is of the Williams.
A big risk, using the family finances. We were planning on to spend upwards of $3,000 for me and her ticket and hotel. So that's a lot of money we were going to spend.
She saved the day.
Hello? Hi, good morning. How are you?
I'm fine.
You're a little sleepy, huh?
How are you doing?
I'm doing good. My daughter, as soon as she heard his voice, she knew he was full of crap. I mean, she said, Mommy, after that, she said, Mommy, I don't like the way he sound. I don't like the way he talk. He's not sincere. I could see the stress on her face. But at that particular moment, I wasn't trying to see it at all. Okay, I need to know the exact airport I need to fly in.
London.
Okay, London? Do you know the name of the airport?
No, I'm going to text you later.
What you going to text me later?
The name of the airport.
That sounds good. Don't forget, though, because I need to book the flight as soon as possible.
Okay, don't forget. I love you.
Okay, I love you too.
Bye for now.
Bye.
Which one?
Right, there's more.
So I can book my ticket.
He doesn't know. He's Googling it right now.
Everyone is Googling except Williams. I mean, he could have gave me 10 tries, 10 airports, and I would have helped him figure it out and went. Oh.
Right? He could have said John Wayne Airport, and she would have gone with it.
I swear Williams is the laziest scammer ever. He doesn't even try to fake a British accent, and he couldn't even take 1 minute to look up the correct airport in England. He was lazy. I mean, everything he threw at me was just the opposite.
Damn, man, you're right.
Been, especially not knowing the airport and you lived there all your life.
She can.
So the red flags were there, and people just wanted to tell me, Yolanda, wake up. He right there texting me. He's not answering.
It's a classic case of big girl getting attention after she had got attention for a long time. You know what I mean? I think he manipulated her in a serious kind of way.
He's a catfish, dude.
He's a cat. Is that what you said?
No, he's a catfish.
You just talked to me a second ago.
A real catfish.
You hang up with me and you dead?
Like she said, what, you just died? I'm just looking at the muscles, I'm looking at the pictures, and that's all I got in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
He's probably short and fat. The total opposite of what the pictures were.
Right now, it is stressful for me because I don't know who this guy is and what his intentions are. This guy could be a scammer, and it could be dangerous.
Let's see what else they're saying. Oh, social media is something. I don't know if I should be more upset Yolanda refers to him as the Williams, or the fact that she makes phone calls with 4% battery. Wow. Okay, George, you are really looking at my phone hard. The Williams, yes, I did have the Williams because he was the man.
I don't like people playing on my phone.
So I put the Williams in. I mean, he was the man I was in love with. And don't worry, I got a full charge now, if that makes you feel any better.
I'm gonna be in New York.
Oh, nice.
Would you like to meet me?
AKA, I just want to sleep with you while I'm in town.
Tom's intentions are about as real as your lips, Darcy. Well, first of all, why don't you start with spelling my name right?
I'm not sure what I wanted to bring. I've sent so many boxes. Ed's suitcase looks like what a 6-year-old packs to run away from home. Candy, SpongeBob toys, toothpaste, and one shirt. I like SpongeBob. What's wrong with SpongeBob? Let's get...
I mean, every time we come back from commercial, we get to look at Ed's casa.
Yeah, I mean, is it just me, or does it look like his house is like kind of falling over to the left a little bit? It looks
It's
like
got
it's
a little... I think it's the perspective that's going on from these... what do you call them? The guttering, the angled guttering on both sides. I mean, I'm impressed. He's got a nice little garden. It's well trimmed.
I wonder who rides around on that motorcycle, because it sure shit is not him.
It's Ed.
There's no way. I don't believe it.
We've seen him. He rides with his dog in, I don't know if it's in the front thing or in the back, but
that's dangerous.
That's all Ed. He's he's an exotic guy. He rocks the street bike, got the sports car with the convertible. That's how he gets the ladies.
He looks very dense, he's like a bowling ball just kind of rolling down the road on that thing. And it's just going to be like a wrecking ball blasting into somewhere.
He's got a low center of gravity. So, he never gets up too high on it. He can stay in there real tight.
I could see that. Speeds. All right, dude.
Everybody's getting rambunctious.
You can say hi to my friend Brian.
What's up, Brian?
We're recording a podcast. Yep.
What's up?
He's here for some tasty steaks and tasty beers.
Okay. Well, y'all get your grub on. Appreciate you joining. This is the halfway point. We're going to hop in next time for the second half of it. But for this episode, I'm Carter.
And I'm Brian.
And we'll talk to you next time.
Peace out.
Thank you again for watching our episode. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, like our video by hitting the thumbs up below, share it if you like it, and turn on the notification bell to make sure you never miss an episode. We'll talk to you next time.